Hi, I'm Jason, and I'm going to guide you through each step of the installation process. In a few short steps, you and your family will be enjoying your new American Standard shelving unit and accessory kit.
Remember to take your time, take a break, or re-watch a step whenever you need to. If you need additional information, you can always refer to americanstandard.com or call our customer service line. Before we begin, I like to make sure I have everything that I will need, organized and within reach. I find this helps make the install as smooth as possible. At this point, you can remove all contents from the package and lay them on a flat surface nearby. You'll want to double check that all required pieces are included. Gather all the required tools and keep them in your work area.
It's always a good idea to have another person help you, if possible, and remember to wear safety glasses whenever you're drilling or cutting. One last thing to mention before we begin. This shelf unit is designed for use with an alcove bathtub or shower base, and should be prepared for installation before the alcove is closed in with drywall or finished wall material. So, with our initial prep work complete, it looks like we're ready to start prepping the alcove area for the shelf. First, dry fit tub or shower base into the alcove and decide where the shelf unit will be located on the wall. If you're installing this shelf with a tub like I am, leave a 1/8 inch gap between the bottom edge of the unit and the deck of the tub. If you're installing the shelf unit over a shower base, you have the flexibility of adjusting the vertical position of the shelf unit based on your personal preference. If you'll also be installing the Aspirations shower door with a base or tub, you need to install additional studs for support at the 3 areas highlighted in this illustration. Horizontal supports are optional and can be installed where needed. If using them, allow a space of 59 inches between the top and bottom supports. If you are doing a retrofit, the minimum inside stud-to-stud measurement is 12.5 inches. The shelf unit can also be accommodated within a standard 16-inch center-to-center space. If you're installing the shelf unit over a shower base, the next few steps do not apply. Place the entire unit into position by leaving a 1/8 inch gap between the bottom edge of the unit and the deck of the tub. Now, remove the shelf unit. Then tape shims into place on the deck of the tub using painter's tape. I suggest positioning the top edge of the lower horizontal support at 2 7/8 inches above the bathtub deck at its lowest point. Whether you're using a base or a shower, you'll need to ensure the bottom firmly contacts the shaving support area of the shelf unit. It may be necessary to add shims at this point to avoid any possible flexing. Now, lock all 4 shelf frames into position. Use painter's tape to temporarily set the shelf frames into position. This will help maintain their correct fit in the shelf unit before the final installation. We're ready to install drywall around the alcove area. Once that's complete, to ensure a correct fit, place the shelf unit into position within the cutout area. Take note at this step to ensure that the insides of the shelf unit do not rub against or distort the inside walls of the shelf or obstruct the shelf frames in any way. Now create a cutout in the aspiration wall panel that matches the size and placement of the cutout in the drywall. Dry fit both the wall panel and shelf unit together onto the wall to ensure the fit and position is correct. Now you can install the finished wall panels according to their instructions. With the wall panels installed, dry fit the shelf unit again to ensure the wall cutout is sized and placed correctly. There should be no binding or rubbing on the insides of the shelf unit. After confirming the fit, apply between a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch bead of caulking around the back of the flange area of the shelf unit. If you've opted to install the lower horizontal support, apply caulking around it as well. Now comes my favorite step: installing the shelf unit. Start at the bottom edge, then push it in fully onto the wall panels or finished wall. Remove any excess caulking and apply painter's tape to hold the shelf unit in position overnight. And finally, the next morning, you can apply caulking around the perimeter of the shelf unit to ensure a watertight seal. Okay, so now your installation is complete. Looks like you're ready to enjoy the everyday beauty and function of your new American Standard shelf unit. And remember, if you have any questions or you need additional information, you can always visit americanstandard.com or call our customer service line.